Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchere Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League, so I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account, but it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Be sure to keep a lookout for a hidden treasure. I've placed a link in one of the battles of this episode that will give you access to one of my exclusive winning formula videos. These private reserve videos were specially designed for squad battles and work amazingly well for Domination and Beacon Rush, and provide specific formation strategies for certain maps that will practically guarantee a victory to the team that deploys these tactics correctly. So, keep a lookout for them, guys. Happy hunting. Let's start by taking a good look at my hangar. We got Frick and Frack, my Death Button Raven and my Russian Death Button Raven. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then we got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And then we got Buzzkill, my Spark Scorched Mender. The bots are all level 6 and the weapons are at level 9. And I'm currently in Expert 1, heading toward Masters. I'm going to call this battle Full Court Press, and you'll definitely see why as we go through the battle here. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Theta. It's a great song, and I'm going to have a link to their website so you can hear more of their awesomeness on the description for this battle. So we're in Yamato, the big snowy map. I always take the General over to this far left beacon. If it's not capped, I'll cap it. Looks like one of my runners already went and capped it. I think it was a Griffin, actually. And he's got some Punishers on him, I think, or maybe Mullets. What I'm going to do is I take the General over here to this broken catwalk. And from here, I can monitor center and take off anyone over there that's getting ready to try to sneak off over to our spawn beacon. And then light up center. And that's what I do from here. The range, the 600-meter range, allows me to get pretty much anyone coming toward it, and allows any of my runners or brawlers that are going to the center to have a clear path there. It looks like there's one of those dragon bots. Those are so cool. But you know what? They're like anything else. They die. You just gotta watch out for their fire and stay out of the way. It's nothing really different. These tricky bots are really cool to watch, and they're probably fun to pilot. You know, it's like when the hover first came out and all, but it doesn't change anything. You gotta protect yourself. This guy was kind of getting my line of sight, and I couldn't see around him, and that was, not his fault, but that's why I kind of got taken out so easy. Normally the General is by himself over there, and I could have easily avoided that fire and won. So anyway, I took Frick out now, and I'm gonna help take over center. Center got liberated by the Reds, but we're gonna take it back right about now. Since those guys are taking care of that Spectre, I'm gonna hop right on into center and go ahead and liberate center. These are level 6 bots I have. I'm pretty squishy. I can't take a whole lot of beating, but I can certainly hit a module and let my mates catch up to me up there. That little Mender tried to help me out, but I'm already down here. But that's okay. So now we are in a power position. 3 beacons are there too. And since the battle is for center and we've got it, this is really a matter of 3 and hold now. So this is where we get that full court press. The idea behind the 3 and hold on Yamato is to basically grab 3 beacons, mainly the center. Your spawn beacon in the rear left are easy to get. So it's really holding this beacon here. The way you do it though is to not necessarily get right up front like that Spectre just did. He's probably gonna get taken out. But to stay back here and stay protected. See, he's already gone up here. If he'd have stayed back here, we're all just fine. And what we're doing right now is if anyone gets close, we press in. See my guy over to the left over there? Behind that post, he's got a pretty good spot. He might get taken off. It's better to kind of stay back here, but by staying back here, we're able to press anyone that's getting close to us. And right now, see, there's a little bit of a wave where they're further back. Now we can press on in and get closer to them. And you basically, that's what you can do, is you can kind of keep marching toward it. I was getting ready to be taken out, so I went ahead and made a sacrifice run. So my team, and I did a bad jump there. I jumped up instead of forward. I'm taking Frack out. He's my Russian death button. And that double jump would have landed him right down within range of the center beacon because they've liberated it. But we're going to take it back now. And this is what we got to do. First, you eliminate the threats that are in there, and then you press on in. Now, one of my mates have already taken it, and it looks like we're also threatening. Oh, we didn't quite get it. We were going after their spawn beacon over to the right. But that's okay. We're going to sit here and basically press right here and hold it. And our team is filling in as we are dying. More of our blues are coming in and staying up here. And that's what you do. You kind of keep pressing forward as you can. Don't get too exposed, but stay here where you can be guarded. This guy's going to take me down. Frack's not going to make it out of this one, but that's okay. There's guys right behind me that are pressing in right behind me, and they're probably going to re-liberate that one. Now I'm going to take Reaper down. He's my Avenger Bulwark. He ain't afraid of nothing. He runs toward danger. He loves a good fight. And he's going to go in here, and with all that durability, he's going to have no problem taking down anyone that comes toward him. He's going to walk up there toward the center beacon, which has already been liberated back. And we're going to press on forward and probably take this one down. It's over a minute left, but I think the beacon bar is just about counted down to where we got this one. And yeah, just keeping a good pressure on that center and always leading our troops for that center is what helped. I saw that a few of the Reds were kind of spread out in awkward positions. They weren't really going for it. They were sitting back and taking a calm, conservative approach. And you know what? They call it camping, but I take the general camping all the time, but he doesn't just sit in one spot. He does when he needs to, but he's definitely making sure that he's formidable. So if you see your name, thanks for the game. That was a good lesson. Hope you see your name in lights, guys. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Choose Wisely. And boy, it's got a great lesson in it. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as I play their awesome song, War. So, we're in Power Plant. And I actually opened up with Frack. He doesn't get to really open up a lot of battles, and so I thought, you know what? I'm going to take you out first, guy. Let's see what you can do here. So Frack is my Russian death button. He's got a 500-meter range on those Talumbas and pins. It's really a good support spot. The general is a master at supporting, but he doesn't move around all that fast. And when you open up on Power Plant, depending on where you spawn, you have to be able to jump and move into action pretty quick. So I thought Frack was kind of the next best thing. So we're over here. We took this little mound on the hill, the beacon on the mound, I should call it. And right now, I'm trying to make some choices. This game is about making choices, about making wise choices. Pick your enemies, pick your battles, figure out where you're going to go, where you have a chance at. With 3 Reds over there, I don't have a chance of taking those guys on, and I'm just going to get wiped out. So rather than get wiped out, I want to keep them blue, but dying, you can't cap or kill when you're dead, right? By pulling Frack out of there, I'm actually able to sit back here, a little crippled, but enough to actually provide some support, while the rest of my team goes in and finishes the job. So making choices in this game is about, again, figuring out what you face, what options you have, and making choices that you have the best chance of providing an advantage to your team. I went to the other side. I came back over here because I saw that I had an option that was better for me, is better suited for what I could do from here. So that's what I did. I took Frack back over here, and now I've got 3 mates and 2 of their Red mates, and they're filling in, but this actually worked out, and it was just about picking my options, taking a look at what I had to choose from, and making a wise choice. Now, I'm going to see if I can do a little bit more damage with Frack, and I'm going to hop out now. Now I'm going to take Frick over because I saw another option over here, and this option was a couple of bots that were a little bit struggling but formidable, and they're kind of sniffing around our spawn beacon area. So I got to get over there and take those guys out and take this guy out. And while I have 2 guys shooting at this guy, I know we're going to take him out now with 3 beacons to 2, and capping this one is going to put us up 4 beacons to 1. This is probably going to be the nail in the coffin that pushes us over the edge. It's not all about doing the big damage. That does help. You can't win if you're getting pummeled. But by having everyone spread around and doing what we can and taking advantage of those little choices that present themselves to you, and this is just a matter of watching the choices. Now, I see some guys at our spawn, and I've got a fully loaded death button. That's a choice. It's a sacrifice run, but I don't care. It was enough to clear out 2 guys and just about that guy, and my mates were going to finish him off. So now I'm going to take Buzzkill. He buzzes, then he kills you. And so I'm going to take him over and see what we can do to kind of finish up. This is just almost cleanup mode right now. We've got them at a disadvantage. We're getting ready to have 5 beacons to 0 right now. And although they're going to try to come back, all that power we did at the beginning did a lot of good. But making some wise choices with my bots allowed me to stay around and enjoy the battle and get them all the way to the end there. So yeah, not a lot of damage on my side. I only had 2 beacons, but timing was pretty good, and making wise choices with my bots was all part of the equation, so I could stick around with my squishy level 6 bots and still perform and contribute in a Masters and Expert league here. And I'm up to Expert 1 now, so I'm sniffing on Masters almost. It's amazing but good choices is what it takes, guys. Not a whole bunch of firepower. If you see your name, thanks for the game. It was a great lesson, a great one to call. All right, guys, it's this week's Skirmish. Let's take a look at the hanger. Looks like we got an Exodus Falcon. We have a Scourge Hayachi. We have a Storm Gust Mender. We have a Shock Train Spectre. And then we have, I think that's a Pulsar Kamihu. And let's see how this looks, guys. I'm enjoying I'm going to call this Crackin Reds. And yeah, it's going to be. Enjoy my friends in the background and status with their cool new song, I'm Still Here. It's got a great beat to it. All right, guys. So this is this week's Skirmish. I know how the Falcon operates, so I'm going to go ahead and use it first. I know how a few of them work, but I'm going to go ahead and open up with the Falcon. This game still has some basic mechanics to it, even if you're fighting in equipment that you're not familiar with. Remember some of the basics here. The Falcon, when his fangs are out, he's going to be weaker. But he's going to shoot more. That guy jumped out in front of me with his fangs out. Sounds like a good idea, except for with my talons or fangs down, not out, I am very, very durable. So I went ahead and shot at him while his fangs were up and took him down, and then I was able to finish it off. Now I'm going to back up because I am low on health, and this is not a health module. So I'm going to go ahead and see my guy popped in there at the same time I did. I'll be taken out, but this is Beacon Rush. I'm used to Domination. I can jump right back in there, and I know how to work a Mender. Now, this is a different setup than I'm used to, but I understand how Menders work, and you time your mending ability right when you're getting ready to go make an attack, and you're going to weather anyone coming at you. So I went ahead and did that. Now I'm going to tuck back behind. I'm going to try to see if I can get this guy while the rest of my mates are also shooting at him. Time my ability, and then jump back out and start doing some damage. There's another one of their guys. I'm going to get out of the way now and see if I can weather this one. 2 of them shooting at me. I'm not going to make it, but we got a lot of mates around there. So I'm going to hop into Hayachi. Now, since those guys are finished off over there, now it's not time to hang around, finish off this one threat, and now go back to where the rest of my team is at, or where I can get a lot of damage in and support the team. So you see all those reds clumped over there? There's no reason not to go over there. We already have other 3 beacons. So now I'm going to see if I can basically get myself in a vantage point where I can basically shoot at them. Hey, we don't have to find the reds now. They're all in one spot. And they're sitting there supporting each other, yes. But if they're not capping beacons, now they're really fish in a barrel. So remember that, guys. If you've got a bunch of fish in a barrel, don't pass up that opportunity. Go in there. And what we're doing right now is we're shooting fish in a barrel, and we're cinching the noose around their neck. They are slowly suffocating. We're getting them all in one area where we can all start pummeling them. So remember that when you're in Beacon Rush. Don't all jump to where your guys are. It seems like it makes a lot of sense, but don't go where everyone else can start picking you off. And that was the quick dispatching of the Reds. We cracked them up. And there you go, guys. Some good tactics there for beacon rush. I don't play a lot of it, but that's what you kind of do, is figure out where you can exploit some gaps in coverage, or where you have some easy fish in a barrel shooting to do, and take advantage of that one. Don't go headlong into certain death. Make sure you plan your attacks so you can be covered when you're doing it, but that's how you do it. Hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. Here's some good pilots on both sides. You're going to see varying levels of expert and experience when you do the skirmishes, so just be aware of that, guys. And if you see your name here, thanks for the game. It was a great lesson this week. A lot of fun. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep 'em blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.